Hi Gemini, welcome back to my channel, the Zodiac Love Tarot. I'm Jennifer Winters and this is your March 2020 Astrology Tarot reading. And I'm here today with my guest who is my daughter, who is also a Gemini. You may have heard me talk about her before because my daughter and my mother are both Geminis. And she is home with me for several days because of the coronavirus. And if don't know much about me, or maybe you do, I am an empath, so it's really been hard for me lately to pick up on any of your vibes because I have only I've been hearing one channel all the time, and every time I turn it, I hear coronavirus, coronavirus, and I think it's hijacking a lot of people's minds. So what I want to do with this video is I want to bring things back down to earth. And I want to remind you that today is St. Patty's Day. That's why we're wearing the green. I have the green candle going on. And so we want to try and find out where your luck is. So we're going to be talking about Jupiter. But first I want to get a story from you, okay? And then we're going to go moving into Jupiter and what house it's in and what that is going to do to bring you a lot of abundance and also bring you a lot of expansion, okay? And luck. That's right, and luck. Okay, so now I'm going to feel the Gemini vibes coming through for the people who are watching this, but I'm also getting some vibes from the Gemini over here. She's very witty. She has a lot of fun things to say all the time, and I know that that's going to bring a lot of cool energy to this reading. And so let's just get started. She's putting her magic into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull 4 cards because I want to find out what the story is, because I was trying to pick up the story earlier, and like I said, I was getting just one channel. And I did, though, have a really cool dream that the aftermath of all of this coronavirus epidemic, or pandemic rather, after it was over, I felt a sense of peace and prosperity. And so that makes me think that there's going to be something special that comes out of this. So, but right now I need to get your story, and I want you to really think about what you want to tell me so I can pick up the vibes. Okay? All right, so I'm going to pull 4 cards and I'm going to get the story. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to get
some Gemini on it.
and then we're going to get some clarification later, okay? All right, so what are we getting? All right, I've seen some of these cards tonight already for some other signs that we have. But first we have the Empress and we have Venus. It's upside down for you right now, okay? And then also we have Ursa Minor right here, and it's right side up for you. And then we have the Pisces card, and it's also the 4 of Swords upside down. And then we have the Prince of Wands, okay? And this is also the Mutable Fire card, Prince of Wands, and it's upright. So right off the bat, what I'm seeing here is I do see a new relationship. And I think that is interesting because I know you're in a new relationship and I can't make these things up. But the reason I think that is, first of all, because I have a Prince of Wands. And this Prince of Wands is someone who is offering a new life or a new journey or a new direction. You can see the Sagittarius here, a new path. It could also be a young person going on a new path. So if you're not in a relationship or you haven't just found a new relationship, it could be a young person who's venturing out and going on to a new path. They have a lot of energy, a lot of fire to take with them, and it's a really good positive direction to go in. But then I also see the 4 of Swords, which in this particular case, I really feel like this is a good position for it to be upside down, because with this Pisces card, this is telling me upside down that you've actually conquered a lot of subconscious things in your mind that's going on, and you're also willing and ready to take on a new partner. Now, mind you that the Pisces always does have 2 fish swimming in 2 different directions, and They're often found together, tied together, even in the Irisha, which is another constellation. So it's about new bonds, but it's also about being able to bury old bonds, especially in this particular situation. And then there's also a lot of Aquarius in here, meaning that there's a lot of thought going into this new relationship or this new path that you're taking or this adventure. It's almost like you've had fears in the past, but you've been able to really sort of clear out your subconscious and understand you've learned some life lessons that you're going to take with you. And this is a very good position to be in. And then also, I have the Ursa Minor, which is telling me in this position that maybe you don't, maybe it's sort of like a cub who's venturing out for the first time in their life. And the cub is looking for direction, but it's also feeling this sense of independence for the first time as well. So I'm getting a young person or a young relationship or someone coming into their own independence and someone needing to grow but still looking for direction, looking, uh, it's like this person who is also looking for someone to nurture them as well, okay, on this new journey because it is scary, okay? You know, you're willing to go out and venture out and just take steps away from the person or the people who protect you the most. But you're also at the same time worried a little bit. But in time, things will grow for you. And then what I see here is the Venus card. It's upside down. What this is telling me is that at this particular moment, this thing that you're venturing towards or this new relationship that you're going into or this new path that you're taking, there's some passion involved with this, there's love behind it all, but there's uncertainty, there's still some uncertainty about the relationship itself or the path that you're taking. And I really don't want that to happen for you. This is the Empress card. So I really want this upright for you. Like, look at this. This is the energy that you want to be taking into this new adventure or to this new relationship. You want to trust yourself like the Empress does. Like, she's very confident. She's very in control. She's very loving and very nurturing and very understanding and has a lot of wisdom to give to another person. And also that kind of wisdom is it's really like in this particular instance, if this is a young relationship or a young person venturing out for the first time, it's incredible to have this kind of wisdom already in your life. That tells me that you either had like, something that you learned from your parents. Either you had really good parents or either you had really bad parents, like someone who made you, like your parents made you stronger because they weren't always there for you, or there was a parent who was very there for you, or like a mother figure or someone who was there for you who gave you this wisdom, but you're still a little uncertain about the things you know, which is fine because you're young and you're going to figure things out. Things are going to work out for you, okay? So let's talk about where Jupiter is right now because I want to clarify this because Jupiter is your planet of luck right now. So I want to tell you what house it's in. So we are going to turn it over to Haley and she is going to tell you, Gemini, where Jupiter is and where your luck is and where you're supposed to be able to manifest this luck in what house.
Okay, so right now, Gemini is in the 8th house, and
Well, actually, Jupiter is in the 8th house of Gemini.
yeah.
Okay.
So right now, Gemini's luck is coming from their strategicness, research, investigation, solving problems, feeling the truth, unraveling mysteries, solving complex partner problems, naturally giving to a partner, emotionally and materially. Um, there's money involved, birth and death, reproduction, transformation, big business, and spirituality.
Okay, so all of that is in your 8th house, right? And I think some of the things that really stood out to me, especially with this reading of like a young person venturing out for the first time, or maybe going off to college, or maybe starting a new relationship with, all these things in your subconscious, but all these things that also in your mind that have created a lot of wisdom. So when we look at the eighth house here, it's saying that you have this ability to be strategic, you have this ability to investigate, to solve problems. All of these things are something that's like in your toolbox, Gemini. When you go out and you venture out into this new world, you have to believe in your own investigative, um, uh, qualities, or your abilities. That's what I'm trying to say. And you unravel the mysteries, and you are able to problem solve, and you have a lot to offer a new person if this is a new relationship, both emotionally and materially. And also, this is a time for you to be reborn in some sense. And that could just be, when we talk about the eighth house and being transformed, we don't have to necessarily say reborn all the way, but transformed into an adult, transformed into the person who you are trying to be. You're moving into another phase. You're transforming to another phase, if you want to say that. I think the eighth house in this situation to me doesn't exactly mean rebirth, because I don't feel that. I don't feel that energy coming from you. I don't think you need to be reborn. I think you just need to, you're in a transformational stage. Like you're moving from one stage to the next. And that the way that you are going to be gifted by Jupiter is because, this is coming from within. I can feel this power coming from within. I can even feel it, sitting next to you, that it's coming, that Jupiter is going to um, put you in situations where you're able to problem solve and you're going to come out on top. So every single time you venture out and you encounter something that could be a problem, you're going to solve it. You're going to investigate. You're going to unravel the mystery. And each time you're going to be successful. So within yourself, Jupiter is just going to allow you to expand by using all of these capabilities. So in the eighth house, and it will be in your eighth house for a while. Okay, it will go into, we're going to be moving into Aquarius for a little while, but that is also going to be something that's going to probably help you having that additional water sign and that additional emotional growth. Okay, so I think that was a really beautiful reading for you, Gemini. What I want to do now, though, is I want to find out a little bit more clarification from Jupiter. I want to find out exactly what kind of mystery are we looking at that is going to be, so sort of say, like the prime thing that's going to be something you have to problem solve for. I think that's a really fun question. I think that
Yeah.
like unraveling the mysteries right now. We're gonna unravel a mystery right now, okay?
This sounds very similar to my life.
Does
right
it?
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because you're sitting next to me, but I hope that all the Geminis, out there, that this resonates with some of you, because Gemini energy, I do feel it stronger, whoever's the strongest energy in the room, but also I think that it translates into the universe, and there's a lot of people who go through the same situations, and I think that this situation here, even if you're older and you're listening to this and this was a young card, maybe you have a teenager that is venturing out, or maybe you're venturing out and it's making you feel young. So it could also be, sort of overlaid onto your life. But let's look at this mystery. I think this is a really awesome part of something that might be coming up that Jupiter really wants you to know about. Okay, so I'm going to look at it. All right. Okay. So the first card that I'm getting is Argos, which is telling me that you're definitely going to be going on some sort of journey. You're going to be going after what you want, and it's going to be something that you feel like is going to have a prize at the end, some kind of golden fleece, something that you're looking for. And it's upright. So this is telling me that it's going to be a very positive journey for you. And I'm also getting this Cancer energy, and I'm getting this Neptune energy, meaning that you're going to be having a lot of passion about this thing that you're going out towards. You may not know what it is yet, but it's definitely a mystery that you're going to solve, and it's going to require some sort of travel or some sort of journey, okay? And I have a feeling that it has something to do with water because I'm getting this water sign here. And it's a king and it's upside down. It's the King of Cups. So this card is telling me that coming up, one of the first mysteries that you're going to have to solve is probably going to have something to do with your family and also something to do with crossing some sort of water barrier, could be some sort of emotional thing, but it's going to have to do with family stability. It's going to uh, be something close to your heart, and it's going to be something that you're going to have to be really strong about. And what this card right here tells me, with Draco being upside down, this is a dragon, and this is the Nine of Wands. It is telling me that whatever this is going to be hard for you to manifest, and it's almost going to shake your will to the very core. It's going to be something where you've probably have had, you're going to have to work for it really, really hard to get it. It's like slaying a dragon. And this is, you're going to feel like it's going to be the hardest journey that you've ever gone on, but this is a triumph card, okay?
You know the Geminis, they get bored easily and give up, but don't.
Yeah, so that's the thing about this card being in reverse too, is that you may have a propensity, or is it propensity or propensity? I don't know. Propensity to like let things scare you away. Okay, something that you may be a good starter of something, of some task or some idea, and then because it looks like it's hard, or because it looks like it's going to require too much work, you may sort of abandon that idea, and it's going to probably make you feel kind of bad, and there's going to be some maybe sorrow, but it's going to, also be this journey where you feel like at the end of it, there's some golden fleece waiting for you. So the thing that I'm getting here is just telling yourself, that to fight the dragon, you want to slay this dragon, and you have to manifest it as hard as possible, to get where you want. And that's where your problem solving skills are going to come in. That's where your investigative skills are going to come in. This is where you are going to program yourself to conquer any battle, okay? We don't want this card upside down, okay? We want it right side up. We want you to look at every challenge as as a it looks like an obstacle, but a challenge can also be a victory whenever you just keep pushing and moving forward. I don't care if you want to play the piano, if you want to play guitar, if you want to you know be valedictorian at school or in college, or magna cum laude, like something that you want. It's very big and it's very important, and you're going to unravel this mystery. You are going to be able to overcome, and this is where Jupiter is going to give you your greatest gift, is for you to really slay this dragon, for you to use all the manifestation that you can, to use all 9 of these wands, to really take this to another level and really cross over and get that golden fleece. This is what it's about, okay? So you're out on this new journey or this new relationship. Things are working out, but your biggest challenge is looking at obstacles as problems when you should be looking at them as challenges that you're smart enough and witty enough to solve, and it's just one obstacle after the other, after the other, after the other, until you finally slay the dragon. Okay? So that's what what Jupiter is really telling you, is that if you can just take all of those wonderful qualities that you have in this great transformation that you're going through right now, and put it to use, and see all these, any obstacle that comes your way as a challenge that's going to be a victory on the other side, then you are going to reap the benefits of all of that work. And it doesn't even, to me, like, the feeling I'm getting is not that it's even work. It's more like things you have to solve. Like, oh, if I just solve this problem, and it may just be like you have to contact someone, and then the problem is solved, or you just have to find this thing on the internet, and then that problem is solved, and then it just keeps going and going and going until things are, that you followed a path to get where you need to be. It doesn't really, that's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't really feel like work. It feels like something where your mind is going to manifest it, okay? Your mind is going to manifest what Jupiter wants for you. Whew, okay. Well, how is that?
Sounded a lot like what I need to do.
So, I mean, Gemini, listen, I really think that it's going to be, smooth sailing for you if you just listen to what I just, told you, or what the cards are telling you. It's my interpretation of the cards, but I hope it resonated with you, and I hope you like this March reading. I hope you do find some luck very soon, and I hope you stay safe, and I will see you next time on the Zodiac Love Tarot. Okay? Bye.